Hello everybody, welcome back to CSU, an early stream today, at least comparatively, and we are starting off here, CSU Vikings versus USF Esports, joined here again by Psychic. How you doing today?
I am doing great, excited to see some Smash Ultimate. We are going to see a Pythra on the side of USF up into Arctic. Now, how do you feel about this matchup?
See, this is a great matchup for Arctic, I think, because he gets to play this a lot. The Lightning Buster, not a generally good option in neutral, but generally I think this favors Arctic, even if not because this is a good matchup for Rob, which I don't necessarily think it is, but more so because
You have the experience.
he's got the experience. That's the big thing here.
Absolutely. Even if like a matchup is less favorable, if you have the experience advantage, like you can probably make it out. Also, the clank with the forward smash and the side B. What?
It was a crazy clank on the forward tilt.
Incredibly favorable. Okay, spot dodges or air dodges through the forward smash to get a forward smash of his own. Arctic taking control of the match here. Advantage having 74% on a third stock into a second. High percent, especially against a character like Pyra, but
a little bit of a random trip there. It's good fortune for Arctic. The Nair trains begin, but they have a quick stop to them this train.
that's kills? That's not kills.
Does with a good edge guard, but he's not going to find it. Just going to let him right back on. The foresight triggers.
Triggers for a whole lot of nothing.
Brings the situation back to a neutral state at the very least. Got to be careful of those Pyra forward smashes. They will eliminate right about now, but Rob up smash does the same.
Yeah, random smash attack giveth and random smash attack takes the way, but for this Pyra, it's not looking like it's given too much.
Another random trip. He's getting very lucky with these. Is Arctic. That, not quite a kill.
Tries to find an option with it. I'm loving how Arctic's handling this. Arctic has really been the beatdown in this matchup, and it shows.
I mean, again, it comes down to a little bit of that experience. We don't know if USF has the same level of experience in the Rob Aegis matchup as Arctic does. He finally lose one stock in this ledge trapping. A little difficult to get past, but Rob can always fly above it.
He's got fuel to fly, and he can definitely get through. Gets hit with the side B though, evened up in percent, but not in stocks.
Pressure there. We've seen him use a lot more forward tilt lately. It's a good move from Rob. It's not the best, but it is a quite decent move.
I think it might just be like mathematical on some level, where it's like forward tilt is a very fast move in the grand scheme of things, and being able to have just like a good poke is usually very powerful. It's the berry into the up air, baits out the neutral B, but doesn't quite find the punish.
Able to find the punish there, and also not able to find the down throw into up air kill. It was good DI from the USF player, but
Was that the third trip?
yeah, that was not a trip. It was a miss. Can't really tech those on, to be fair.
Alrighty then. That's going to be Arctic taking the first round with a pretty clean 2 stocks. Still to his name. What do you think USF is looking to send in here? And what do you think they're going to have to adapt to? Because Arctic is a really scary player, but like sometimes Rob just runs away with the game.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking for a Puff, you're looking for a Pika, you're looking for a Pichu. Kirby is a recent member of the We Used to Be a Low Tier camp that's starting to rise up the ranks, which I'm happy to see. I think Kirby's very strong. And he has a pretty decent matchup against Rob. Not great, but you know, you can combo him a lot. You can, you know, low profile a lot of those moves. Oh goodness, it's infectious.
Sorry, I'm Ion in the booth sometimes, and that's not an insult to the players. That's a
insult to the fact that they're not on screen right now, if anything.
Yeah, let's everybody go to bed for like the next 2 minutes.
Hunk shoe.
That's what I'm saying.
But yeah, you're looking for either a pink ball, you're looking for a yellow rat, you know, and then you're looking for a top tier, right? You're looking for a Sonic, a Steve, something like that that can handle the online better.
I mean, to be fair, like there are a few things that can be as painful as Go-Go Gadget play a top tier.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the only thing more powerful than that is Go-Go Gadget play a top tier that's easy and counters your top tier.
I mean,
Mr. Game & Watch. Mr. Game & Watch I freaking hate Mr. Frickin' Watch.
Games you watch.
Mr. Game & Watch is cool coming from the Game & Watch player in the room.
He's not.
Awesome.
I think Game & Watch could be interesting if I wish Ultimate had I think Game & Watch could be cool.
If he keeps Game & Watching me, I'm gonna have to pull out a Game & Restraining Order.
Put your game and watch this mix.
What mix-up? He doesn't have any. He just up smashes or
Yeah, I'm hitting.
tosses a sausage.
I'm hitting the game and watch with the mix-up.
There was lots of mix opportunities.
Oh yeah, he gets to go for an up air 2 frames later. That'll catch the air dodge.
I mean, could also go for the mix-up of does side B kill or not.
Exactly.
That's true. That is the one and only cool thing about Mr. Game & Watch is good.
Remember when we thought this character was low tier?
Remember when people thought Game & Watch was like... There was a day in Smash Ultimate's lifetime where people put Game & Watch below Ganondorf.
How wrong they were.
Oh, how wrong. Now... Weird. And we got the PT. I think PT is generally always a good option no matter what you're setting in against.
Listen, having 3 characters is a really good boon.
Believe it or not, having 3 characters is an advantage.
Like, admittedly, like, it's better because of the matchup. But like, granted, I don't think these characters are quite as potent as the 2 that you get for Pyramithra, but, like, it's still 3 characters with very good applications. And I remember when, like, Ivysaur up and down air were crazy.
They are still crazy. Fun fact, Ivysaur up air never got nerfed.
It never got changed.
Never got nerfed. Down air was hit and took all the heat off, so that move's still crazy, and we're seeing why I don't mind the Squirtle in particular. It's because he's a combo character, he's an awesome character, but he's got a good matchup with Rob simply for his combo ability, and Ivysaur for the zoning.
I like the play. I think that these options. Oh no. That's not what you want to see.
That is not great there to just lose a stock in that faction.
Sticks with the Charizard though. How do you feel about that?
I think that it's a bit of a mistake. He's very easy to combo if Arctic can capitalize on that. He start finding some dividends real quick. Gyro into a laser tech chase, but the tech is there this time.
Might be a comfort thing. It definitely feels like they're a little bit more familiar with the kit.
He's just such a nice guy, you know? He felt bad for the SD. He was like, you know, I'm sorry I didn't homie suck earlier. Here you go.
It's... Also, I'm looking at it. Does Charizard just have the same nair as Game & Watch?
He has the same nair as Rob.
Or, not Game & Watch. I was thinking of Rob, but I missaid the names.
We're thinking too much of the Mr. Game.
Is Mr. Game & Watch in the room with us right now?
He's always in the room.
But like,
he's always baconing somewhere.
Oh, right. I've never heard that referred to as, like, baconing. I've always heard that as chefing.
Cooking, sausaging, baconing.
Game & Watch is not a cooking character. Like, in the very literal sense, yes, but you know what I mean.
There's only 2 ways Game & Watch can cook. It is literally and 9.
It is literally and gambling.
Let's go gambling.
We here at CSU do not condone gambling. However, we will continue to blow all of our money on it.
We do not condone gambling.
However,
we don't condone gambling, but it is very funny.
It is really funny.
We're going to see some crazy read coming out here from
What?
Insane read.
I don't want to... What was that? Why did you walk into Gyro twice?
That could be just a Charizard thing. Could have tried to turn around. That tail hurt box is still there. Not as bad as, per se, Mewtwo, but it is still present.
I think it's so funny in the one game where they took it away. Mewtwo was a top tier.
Well,
But the moment they gave it back...
Well, he also had a spammable air dodge that was frame 2. It completely hit him. His nair was 50% longer than it is in this game.
I watched one. I like an.
Yeah, the Fire the Pyro video.
Yeah, I watched one. I was like, I'm a man.
And then, let's see what else. He was in Smash 4, the 3rd fastest character in the air. In this game, he's like low down on that.
Why do they hate that character? Why do they hate Mewtwo?
He's so cool.
Always forget if they ring.
What if they only let Mewtwo Dacus?
I think that honestly, like, they're, like, granted it's more, like, common in, like, a traditional fighting game, but I love it when games are willing to give, like, what used to be universal tech as a singular thing. Like, I think Fox should still get to wave dash.
Yeah,
I don't agree.
No, just the space.
Just this, no, like, Spaceys and Marth.
Just Ganondorf.
What if Marth got it?
That would be funny.
I think Marth, honestly, do you think Marth Melee would be a top tier in this game?
Yes.
Do you think he'd be a healthy top tier in this game?
Yes.
All right, let's run into Nintendo headquarters and change some things.
So it depends. Are we going to let him get chain grabs?
I'm gonna say no. It's still like system mechanic. I'm not gonna
no.
give him. I don't know if I agree with that.
I think that the power of sword fighters has gone exponentially up over time. Granted, you would have double
He does
fair
have.
short
He
hop,
does have. He has like double fair short hop. He has his angles from melee and he has his hit stun from melee.
but he doesn't. There's the fast fall of the other character, or the falling of the other characters isn't fast enough to make Marth combos as well as he does.
They fix it with the angles.
That's still like
I don't know if I agree because like even outside of getting like chain grabs on spacies, like you're still doing up throw up tilt and then you're in cash money. You're still doing up throw up air. You're in cash money. You're still doing up throw forward air Ken combo. You're still doing all of these things that are incredibly brutal.
I love just the
It's so fluid as well. Like
melee Marth is just
peak sword fighter.
I'm not
Speaking of melee.
speaking
Woo,
of
Roy!
peak sword fighters. I'm not even a melee guy, you know this. But I think Melee Marth is one of the best designed characters in any platform fighter.
Genuinely!
It's like Clarin wishes, bro. Clarin wishes.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think Clarin could ever compete because she has to just be Marth.
He has to be Marth with
a
no
gimmick.
Riz. No Riz Marth.
I don't even think it's that,
Marth
like,
already has it.
yeah, the tipper, you can't just give somebody Marth tipper and be like, that's their gimmick.
You can. They give it to Marth.
No, they didn't.
Corrin is an entirely different character.
And Corrin doesn't have tippers except for forward smash and pin.
Yeah, it's everything.
Those are two tippers. That's like saying Falco is like Roy because his forward smash is stronger at the close bit.
does.
Is Rob Roy because his forward smash is stronger at the close bit?
I'm gonna check.
Congrats.
Oh, good.
However, very quick, like as we were just bantering, Arctic took a stock.
You know, sometimes they do just kind of flash away when you're playing against a Rob. They really can just disappear.
This Roy has been struggling to get any sort of footing.
It is quite difficult.
The Jair? I mean, that was fair, but...
It was still a Jer, but it's really difficult, especially against Rob, to find onus as a character like Roy. Granted, if you get in, you're in, but you need to stay in.
It's if you're in, you're in, but you're also... Woo, baby!
That mash on the first down throw was really good from the Roy, but then Arctic adjusted, second down throw a little bit faster, got the kill.
Listen. Arctic is running this crazy. Dash attack into the fair, into the double fair, trades.
These players were a little bit concerned at first about having all their players here, and I don't think it's going to be necessary. The first player for CSU finally goes down.
Congrats to USF for taking down Arctic. Like, you saw the Arctic is nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah, that was 67% of the stocks taken down for USF, however.
Robotic operating buddy, you know?
The buddy is operating robot.
I wish he was a little bit more interesting, but I do like Roy in this game.
He's cool because he's like, he runs at you, and he's a sword fighter.
Which is one of the few characters in Ultimate that runs at you.
Yeah, like it's him and Falcon, and one of them is good.
One of them's good.
The other one is Falcon. Poor Falcon.
I wish that. What if he still had his melee down tilt?
See, I think if he still had his melee like jump, where running into jump gives you that momentum, then he would be better.
I think he would be way better, like mechanically so. But I also would melee Marth if, like, okay, I think it would be so cool if we got like melee ports of characters.
Just DLC character melee Marth.
No, genuine like throwback like.
They would never, but it'd be so.
They would never, because Nintendo hates people, but...
This is true. Nintendo's not necessary.
Okay. Marth may... Like, okay, hear me out.
Melee Marth?
Melee Marth gets the chain grab. However, half jump has to be on. Air dodge does put you in special fall.
Sure. But he would still wave dash, right?
Oh yeah, he still has this. Like, He's still wave dashing. He's like, he has to play melee and ultimate.
Yeah.
Where do you think you'd put him on the team?
I don't think he's better than Game & Watch. I think he beats Game & Watch, but I don't think he's better than Game & Watch.
Maybe? I'm not entirely sure, because like he's
Does
really...
he crouch cancel?
Yes.
Okay. I still don't... This makes sense. This is a good match, I think. Tempest can take this stock pretty...
Yeah.
But I think, no, like, I just think that the matchup spread for Marth in that situation wouldn't be better than me. Like, you would lose more matchups as melee Marth in this game than Game & Watch.
I'm curious what matchups you think those are. Like, I talk about the match that's going on, but like Chimpus is probably just going to clean this stock up, right?
Most likely. He's already dealt 76%, but at the same time, it is Bayonetta. She really does excel when piling on the damage, which is, you know, following up on said damage that gets a little bit tricky.
Absolutely. Witch Twist into the double afterburner, takes some serious damage here. 133.
One good jab will send it. He's going to look for the back air instead. He doesn't find it. It's the roll. Laser sends it up.
54%. We're not quite in the range where that
Probably could have just gone for the up smash there, but goes for the fourth throw.
Okay.
Safety and dash attack.
That's about what we're expecting.
Yep.
What I want to hear this matchup. I am kind of curious.
So, I think that, like, when thinking about ultimate characters, I think that melee Marth would lose, for example, Aegis. I don't think he would beat Sonic. I don't think he would beat Steve. I think it'd be close, but I think it'd be like a minus 0.5 matchup.
I think that it's like 55-45 for Steve.
Yeah.
I think he beats Sonic.
I don't think.
I think that, like, granted, like, fair. I think fair is fast enough to the point where you can probably call the Sonic out, and if you get a tipper on that, that's immediately your turn. That Sonic has to play incredibly careful into your range in a way that I don't think he has to for other characters.
That's just Sonic into a lot of characters in Ultimate, though, and a lot of those characters he still beat.
I think that Marth forward air is a tool in its own tier. Like, I think that is the big thing in that.
It's just kind of a better version of, first off, Ultimate Marth Fair, but also like Shulk Fair, Bowser Fair, those kind of big, stupid swing forward arcs, except, you know, he can do two to short hop. And I think ultimately that's what kind of differentiates it from the rest of the...
Like, it's not even, like, one, double short hop fair is incredibly good, but I think it's more like, that's an incredibly fast tool.
Yeah.
And it's an incredibly fast tool that immediately starts your game plan.
Yeah.
What
do we got? Is it the fourth Kazuya?
Fourth Kazuya.
Oh, it's Hero.
Hero. I don't like being the hero here, although I think you get a really funny top deck.
Oh, this sucks.
Maybe
I was too fast for Hero.
Bayo is very fast. She can also avoid a lot of what Hero wants to put out if you just use the ABK in the air. Kind of playing a little bit slower. Can avoid Hero's options very easily.
Yeah, this is not looking too hot yet.
But evasion there from Tempest. I'm struggling to not call them by their name.
No, that's real.
You know, when you cast your friends, it's a little different. Especially when the names aren't on screen. Like, if I'm casting Overwatch, I'm like, oh yeah, that's Muhiki. If I'm casting this, I'm like, I
get it, but...
We're also back at the state of the game where Bayonetta has to kill, so this is probably going to take a second. Bayonetta goes.
This is the... I think Bayonetta has a really interesting dynamic in this game as opposed to Smash 4, where it's like, I'm just gonna kill you for free.
Yeah. You gotta get a read, you gotta go for a more traditional kill option. Dash attack, as you see there. Jab. Not a traditional one, but it is a traditional move at the very least, compared to her slide kicks or ABKs or easier options. Or unique options. There doesn't kind of a lot off, but he's getting zapped up a little bit here.
Thoughts on Dragon Quest.
Dragon Quest game.
The only Dragon Quest I have experience with was Dragon Quest 9. The one on the DS went hard.
Yes.
No, not from this game, but like it was Sentinels of the Starry Skies, right?
I do not know what Chimpus was cooking there. He was trying to find something, but he just kind of walked up to the shield and got grabbed. Crutch smack, though. Quite recall. Is that dead? Oh! Yep, that is... You gotta make sure you're awake against Bayonetta. I have dealt with that one myself many a times. Perfect DI as well.
It's, you know when you're like watching Netflix and it shows you like the, are you still watching screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's Bayonetta's combos.
A little bit. That's also Falco's combos, but I'm not gonna get into that.
No. My thing with Bayonetta is like, she just kills you if you aren't paying attention to her combo.
That's true.
Like with Falco, like, you have to DI it, but like, not too much is happening.
Oh, no mana.
Oh.
Not enough mana to recover.
No MP, no options, and that's going to be CSU.
No HP.
In some regard.
So, I think Melee Marth Ultimate is actually a very interesting conversation to have. I think you put the top tier of any of the other 4 Smash games, or any of the 4 Smash games that aren't Ultimate, in Ultimate, they run it, right? Bayonetta and Smash 4 take it to Ultimate.
I was kind of thinking, like, what if she, because she still has to play by Smash 4 rules, is the problem.
Yeah,
what if she only has 2 stocks?
I don't think that's fair. Like, you can't just say, oh, Melee Marth would be the best because he gets 4 stocks.
Well, that's because, like, you can go up, but you can't go, you can go down, but you can't go up.
Yeah. I mean, no, I don't agree. I think, if anything, everybody would have to have 2 stocks, and that would make Bayonetta even more oppressive. You either keep 3 for all players, or you make it 2 for all players.
Bayonetta loses it when she like, that's part of her kit in the...
I don't know.
It's like ratio.
Well, no, because, like,
okay,
it's the same exact thing with, like, I feel like you're artificially handicapping the character based on the rules that Nintendo provided for Smash 4, which nobody wanted to begin with. And so, just put her in the game with 3 stocks. I think that natural transition. Oh, she's got 2 stocks.
I mean, it's more natural, but, like, granted, like, this is a conversation of, this character would not be healthy in just a raw format like that. But now I'm wondering, what would it take for her to be healthy? I'm not saying that it would be the best for design.
Ultimate Bayo is what it would take for her to be healthy?
She's healthy as a top tier.
She's still a high tier. Some people put her as a top tier. They're taking a minute. We just keep yapping.
Like, that's like
Midgard Mayhem.
Midgard Mayhem, come next month.
Don't put that up then. But like, for example, you put Brawl Meta Knight in Ultimate. The world crumbles.
Does it?
3 stocks. You would have hit stun, cancel, air dodge. Nobody else would.
Yes, hit stun, cancel, air dodge. But...
Well, see, Brawl actually has hit stun comparable to Melee. The only thing with the hit stun in Brawl is that it's hit stun canceled. Meta Knight would still trip, but he would never be on the ground.
He does not live on the ground, but that's not a property of Meta Knight's hit stun. That's a property of Brawl hit stun. His moves are also air dodge cancelable.
Because it's an engine mechanic. It is the game's engine. He would have tripping. He would have air dodge. Like,
we are not programming this. We can be like as hypothetical as we want.
We're not programming it yet.
This isn't. I think it's more interesting to be like, how broken would he be than what would happen if you gave Ultimate characters hit stun.
That's not the question here. The question here, like, I think that if he just got his raw things and got to combo for free in the way that he didn't get to in Brawl, of course he'd be broken. That's not really an interesting conversation because we already know the answer. It's a foregone conclusion.
But then you introduce Melee Fox into Ultimate, and then you introduce 64 Pika into Ultimate.
64 Pika is way too far.
4 characters. Which one of them is the best?
I'm gonna be honest. I think that it's Melee Fox.
But state your argument.
I think that all of these characters are going to have incredibly brutal offense. And, like, granted, Fox's is somewhat more fair than the rest. But think about the rest of his toolkit. Primarily what I'm thinking of is the defensive applications of Shine. You are defensively capable in a way that none of these other top tiers are. You are getting out of combos that have a single frame gap, which is relatively common. Like, granted, Bayonetta probably not. But, like, you're still going to shine Bayonetta. You're still going to find opportunities to hit that.
So my argument there is, one, I think that Fox falling so fast almost negates that. Two, 64 Pika frame 1 up B.
64 peak is a whole nother story because 20 frames of invul is also an incredibly broken milk.
A third of a second, by the way. I think 64 Pika or Brawl Meta Knight would run it.
I think it's 64. Like, Brawl Meta Knight does not compete with 64 Pika.
That's
like,
the thing is though, he's so floaty you can't combo him.
He's so floaty, but he's taking a bunch more hit stun because it's 64 Pika. 64 hit stun is insane.
But does he have hit stun canceling?
That's not the problem. The problem is, what is Meta Knight doing? Because like Meta Knight is a character who has to carry and win a lot of neutral interactions because of how Brawl functions, because of how he would have to function as a Brawl character.
Yeah.
What happens when he just gets? What happens when you quick attack out of the combo?
Well, the thing is though that Meta Knight's moves are fast enough to avoid the combo.
Frame 1 invul.
Yes.
20 frames of invul. You leave the interaction.
Yes, but you're not going to be out of hit stun quick enough for Meta Knight to not up airing you.
He gets 1 frame.
Yeah, but it's not like
he's not going to ladder you the whole way.
He can.
You are giving him like you are glazing this man.
That's because he's very glazable.
I think that you are. It is entirely.
We should get Livian on this conversation.
I think breaking parity with. I think that we cannot give him we have to either reduce the hit stun or give it cancel properties, because that's then untrue to Brawl as a structure. If we brought Livian and we said, hey, we're adding Brawl Meta Knight to the game, he's a combo character who chains you for 3 hours like a melee character, she would not be happy. That's not Brawl.
Yeah, I agree. But she also, my point is that she knows Brawl Meta Knight, so I'd be curious to hear her input and see if she would be more on your side or my side.
Fair enough. I just think that, like, just giving him the free combo is very out of spirit for the game he's from.
It is, but Meta Knight's also just in general very out of spirit for the game he's in.
I don't believe that.
I mean,
he's a character who's defined by neutral interactions in the neutral interaction games.
But at the same time, he's the only character in the game who gets to play advantage.
I don't know if I believe that.
Except for Ices.
Ices, they don't play it in the same way, but
they don't. But they both have extended advantage states.
Extended advantage states, but like that's because he's a good character, I think.
A good character who does break the rules of Brawl because he's fast enough to act before hit stun canceling.
He breaks the rules of Brawl, but like the rules of Brawl, and at the same time, he's still having to win multiple neutral interactions. Like, he still isn't getting 3-hour combo. Like, he's not Ices.
Unlike Pikachu.
That's the problem. I think, like...
64 Pikachu is so messed up. And that's a dead cloud, by the way.
That is a dead cloud. I think 64 Pika just could not be added. Like, I think that you could make almost every other top tier that were in contention function. I do not think you could make a healthy 64 Pika.
Can we do 64 Kirby?
Oh, absolutely.
This would be so bad still. That up tilt is so big.
It's really big, but my concern is like... The concern, I don't think, is, oh, he's going to kill you off of a combo. All of these characters are probably going to do a lot of damage if they get an opening. My problem is, Pika has the best reversal ever conceived of.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's a crazy up smash. I thought it's up smash is one of his more underrated moves, I would say.
So this is technically...
Is it not? Do people think it's like a crazy up smash?
It's really good.
It is, but it's like, I think it's like a top 5 up smash. It's really good. Charizard, Min. Charizard is frame 6.
I think Snake should be there in
frame 6. Huh?
I think, are we talking strongest or best? Because I think Snake up tilt gets in there, or not up tilt.
Yeah, I think Snake's up tilt is one of the best.
I was talking about Snake up smash, but
it's very dependent on his trapping playstyle. I think for the context of the kit,
don't agree. I feel like even of a more like a character who a more like offensive character even who isn't doing like the shenanigans that Snake is doing. Like imagine getting to set up smash and then you just frame trap as normal.
I think that I would have to think on it a little bit more, but I think
it's a set play tool in a lot of. Oh,
so Cloud, Charizard. What was the other one I said? Min.
Sonic.
Not necessarily. Sonic's up smash isn't that great, and And like in a vacuum at the very least, like it's a decent move. One of his worst moves. Yeah, it's great with rage, but it has some connection problems, and SDI kind of kills it.
Fair enough.
Game and watch, game and watch.
I love that upsmash so much. It is so funny and put it right.
And then arguably, I would say Ganondorf, because it's the big dumb stupid up smash that hits a whole platform. Yeah, it's a crazy up smash. It's Ganondorf, but it's a big dumb stupid tech chase the entire platform. Like, if somebody lands on a platform and you're below them, and you pop Ganondorf up smash, it will hit. There's also, like, Ridley up smash does the same thing. Cloud's up smash kind of also does the same thing, but it's way weaker. There's another big, dumb, stupid arc up smash. That'd be one. Oh, it's too big and too dumb.
20 frames, which isn't bad, but I don't know if I agree.
The thing is, though, Ganondorf's up smash was arguably his best move in Smash 4 and Brawl. And then the question is, a lot of people have asked if Ganondorf's best move is if up smash was buffed or nerfed heading into Ultimate. It's a genuine conversation, people. Because in Smash 4 and Brawl, Ganon probably had the best up smash in the game in both of those. Just because it was relatively quick, killed like crazy, and had a slight disjoint. It was basically Snake up tilt, except stronger. And it comboed. Like in Smash 4, it had combos that dealt like 40%. Obviously on Ganon, that's crazy. And then in Ultimate, it's now way bigger, kills even quicker, but it's slower. Can't be used out of shield in the same.
I think it's a side grade. I don't think there's a smash you could give that changes ship out Ganon.
Oh, for sure.
In
like,
the cosmic sense.
There's so many things that need to be solved with Ganon before that move looks as crazy as it.
I think you gave it to like a really good character, it'd be really good, but that's more because like if you gave Bowser's whatever to Sonic, he immediately wins the game.
Yeah, like replace one of Sonic's spin moves with the frame 6 command grab that does 23% in kills. Yeah, that'd be a pretty good change. No matter what Sonic players say about, oh, spin charge and spin dash have functionality with each other and they're good moves. No, you can live without one and have a frame 6 command grab that kills.
Pick 6 moves. Make the you get to basically take whatever you want from anyone's kit in Smash Ultimate and put it into one character.
Monado, Sora Nair. I would say Bowser side B. I would say Game & Watch Fire, Electric Wind God Fist.
Connect this as a win. You have to connect this as a game plan if you're going to do this. You can't just list every good move.
And then... So, Bowser side B. Sora Nair. Sora Nair's so good.
I don't know what an IDJ is.
Yeah, that's a very... Sora Nair, Bowser side B, Electric Wind Godfist, Game & Watch Fire. Yes.
Or even over Bucket.
Well, I could do both.
It's very average.
You're joking. His up special Fire? Game & Watch up special.
I think Javi might have been thinking of forward smash.
Is that what you thought?
Why are you calling it Fire? Why are you calling it that?
Because it's called Fire.
Is it?
Yes.
Just call it up B.
Call it up B.
It's Fire. Fire's
so
faster to
wrong.
say than up B.
Kind of, but like it's. Yeah, let me think of this.
People say Fire a lot.
Yeah, let me. If I started referring to like. If I started referring to Sora side B as like, what is it? Is it Ars Arcanum, Slide Dash? I don't remember what it is. But it's one of the abilities. It might have been Sonic Rave. I think it might be Sonic Rave.
Well, if you called it Side Dash, I'd probably be able to.
That's not its name!
Well, yeah, but like that's why it's like, I don't know. Like when a move is especially well known.
Nobody calls it fire!
I've seen a lot of pro commentators, actual like professional commentators call it fire.
The person who plays Game & Watch thought you were talking about side
I'm
B!
not calling it fire, bro. Buddy, I'm not calling it fire. Oh my god.
It was a good bit. Regardless, fire, Bowser side B, flying slam, Sora Nair, electric wind god fist.
Okay.
Then it gets a bit tougher.
You want to see like your.
You still have not constructed these into a game plan. You're still just listing good moves.
Yeah, but
What do you want as your? What do you want as your? 100%?
What are you trying to build here?
So electric wind god fist is an intangible dash attached to a move that is entirely safe on shield and sets up combos into your Nair, which can be looped infinitely, and then you can move that into flying slam for a kill. Then you have fire for out of shield options.
Okay.
That is already plenty. Then I'll give it Falco's Reflector, counter projectile play. I think Bucket is pretty good, but I think Falco's Reflector.
Just take bounce. Why not?
Well,
Can I take bounce?
Well, I could reflect. However, I could jab and then.
Just for the sake of like having a conversation that isn't just everybody takes bounce, let's ignore. You have to take the whole menu.
I still might take menu. No. I take banana. I take banana for down B. And then I don't have a side B. I have one aerial. No, I do have a side B. I have 4 special moves and an aerial and electric wind godfish.
What? You're gonna add meter? You gotta add meter move.
Oh yeah, and Monado, right? So that's. I don't think you need Monado with it. So I go with Steve's.
Well, Monado is attached to. I meant like the DLC privilege.
Yeah, I'd go Steve's mining, like Steve's neutral. Mine block.
No, this is like different. Like Go is different because.
Yeah, because it's like a resource.
Yeah, but I'm not using Go. I'm not going to do anything like that. So the moveset is Sora Nair.
Do you want Arsene?
Sure, but I'm not going to do that.
I mean, you add a mechanic. You can add a mechanic. You don't have a mechanic yet. Unless you count, like...
If I could add a mechanic, I would probably add Sephiroth's One Wing. Because it gives you a jump, it gives you 20% or 25%, something like that, damage boost. Still, you get an extra jump. If I want any other mechanic in the game, there's going to be downsides. Go meter, this character could be light, so they might get use out of it. Rage meter, character could be light, we might get use out of it. Arsene,
awesome.
Just said the character was...
I could, but then I could also just say it's Pichu with Bowser, Giga Bowser weight. Pichu hitbox, Giga Bowser weight.
Yeah,
it's a small
that
brother.
All right,
and then I could just replace the down B with flip kick.
Here's my proposal.
Mm-hmm.
Auto?
Okay, that's a bunch already.
Arsene.
All right.
I'm not sure what normals it is. However, you already see the concept.
Yeah, it's kill with one move.
It's kill.
I see cheating. So
I do. I honestly, I love deep breathing as a mechanic.
What would be best with?
Can I take moves from another game?
No.
Sephiroth forward tilt. What you want? Because it's a big, dumb, stupid sword move. Crazy spacing.
Probably.
And then I think you want Belmont back air.
I don't think like these big laggy moves are the.
They're not laggy. They're so safe.
Villager forward and back air.
No, you want the Belmonts.
No. Hear me out on this. One, like you know how it combos.
Yeah.
And then 2, you're buffed.
Bro.
Speaking of Brawl, we did transplant Meta Knight into the
Somebody call Libby.
He's sharking. My man's
What are
sharking.
you doing?
I want to go outside and see which one of them it is. Anybody want to place bets? I say Corey.
This feels.
Is an Arctic move.
I could believe it.
Definitely not gonna be Ruben.
What if it was though?
Okay, you got this? Yep. Alright, let's see who it is. It's almost definitely Arctic. Very funny though, the good shuttle move out of sheep.
Okay, with deep breathing Monado.
That also makes sense. He's here.
I was gonna say something, but I can't take that valor after the fact.
His name on that way. No, yeah, playing this way.
But I'd say either I'd take Bayonetta up B and side B because like this character kills for free.
Thing is though, deep breathing and Monado both increase base knockback, so you wouldn't get the same combo.
I think that's fine. I think that like your game plan is I'm going to do what Bayonetta does and get you to high percent. I'm going to knock you away with one of my aerials. I'm going to set up Monado deep breathing. I'm going to kill you.
So Monado deep breathing, Witch Twist, ABK, you get all versions of the side B. You also get heal slide in the downward.
Yeah.
Then, hear me out. You would go Alolan Whip and Snore side B.
I can't add an additional. I have my specials already lined
You
up.
have side special?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can't go with that. You have neutral special. You have an up.
Yes, that's it. Witch Twist.
You have Witch Twist. You have a down special.
Dude, the deep breathing.
Right. There are only 4 special moves, aren't there?
Yeah.
Um,
Although honestly, I'm watching this right now. Pyrus side B might be better. Pyrus side B, but it's not linked to any other sword because it's specifically the Pyrus sword.
still no, I
I
don't.
feel like the drawback is that.
No, side B is the disc.
I know that's risking.
You would have to take that aspect, especially if you want to give the player getting hit by Brawl Meta Knight hit stun canceling. You have to give.
This is a different game entirely.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you want to transplant Pyrus side,
You know what?
else, you have to give that weakness.
I won't use any other sword normals, so it's only for that.
Well, you could use freaking. You could just keep Witch Twist and ABK, and that because for the combos. And then you just grab, like, Lucina Fair, or, like, Corrin Up Air.
Okay, actually, I'm wondering about an interaction. So, like, Sora's side B gets to be cancelled into up B, right? And that's supposed to put you
into side.
It can be both. It can be both.
What if you took, like, crazy concept, Sora's side B and Sonic up B? Or Mega Man up B?
That would still put you in free fall. Well, because...
It's cancelled.
Yes, but the side B puts you into free fall no matter what. As does the up.
He's landing on a platform, though.
Okay, sure, he's landing on a platform. You still would rather have, I think, ABK Twist or a special. Speak of the devil!
Speak of the devil.
We got a certain 4 individuals in the room.
Oh.
So, okay, here's a question for you, Livy.
Okay.
Welcome to the cast. So,
Like,
assuming...
again?
Say that again?
Okay, can I present this?
You can present it.
Okay. Hypothetically,
Let's say...
in a universe where Nintendo likes Smash players, which
Impossible.
hard to conceive of, I know.
Right.
They release a Fighter's Pass of previous top tier. Brawl Meta Knight gets added. Do you think it would be against the spirit of Brawl Meta Knight for him to have normal hit stuff? Because he would be able to just combo like everybody
To give
else.
normal hit stuff.
Yeah, certainly.
So you think that people getting hit by Brawl Meta Knight in Ultimate would have hit stun?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Like, it's part of his identity.
That was what she said. That was
It's
what
also
I...
not like he'd probably still be top 3 in a moment with Brawl hit stuff.
So my whole thing was I wanted to compare the best of every game, and I think it's very funny to imagine Brawl Meta Knight versus 4 Pika.
Which, like, I think that the problem goes, like, Pika,
Pika's best.
he cancels the hit stun and then just leaves the interaction.
Yeah, frame 1 up B is invincible for 20 frames. It's a bit much.
Okay, let's go with the ranking. 64 Pika,
Easily.
Melee Fox.
No.
No, I'm giving you the list.
Okay, sorry.
I don't think 64 Pika ever would.
I don't know if... I think that yes and no. The up tilted...
Hitboxes are... And 1 win in neutral means that Pika kills.
Yeah.
Every hit kills Meta Knight.
Are we playing this on the ultimate?
Yes.
Yes.
So 3 stocks,
Meta
7
Knight
wins.
grabs the ledge.
That feels like...
That goes with the spirit of the whole thing.
Admittedly, like, you would get a judgment.
You
Something
would.
that would get banned eventually, I think.
That wouldn't have been.
However,
So assuming like the restrictions on Brawl Meta Knight apply.
Yes, you also
okay.
can't infinite dimensional kick, obviously.
Yeah. I think it's a closer race then. I still think Meta Knight's better. But speaking of Meta Knight, we are getting into this match. Should I leave the casting back up to you guys?
no, I do want to. I want before you leave. I
Leave it
want
no
to try and get a rank. I want to get a 64 Pika, Melee Fox, Brawl Meta Knight, 4 Bayonetta.
And Steve obviously does not compete.
We're not talking about ultimate top tiers.
Steve is obviously worse than all 4 of those.
It depends on. I think that he has a higher ceiling, but he's not as broken.
I think Melee Fox is probably
Agreed.
I don't know if I agree, but I think that I can understand. I think it's 64 Pika in number 1. I think Brawl Meta Knight and Melee Fox compete, or no. I think
it's Brawl Meta Knight and Bayonetta are pretty close, I think.
I think that it depends on how the Shine interaction works, but
It would be frame 1, jump cancelable, intangible.
no, yeah, still, but as in like hit stuff. Like, can you Shine? Can you
Shine?
I assume in this scenario, Shine is a 1-to-1 effect as
Okay.
it does in Melee.
Yes.
I just think that it.
But ultimate characters still have ultimate.
Yes.
Yeah,
So they'll get back to
like you're not going to be able to like Shine spike people, but you are going to be able to like take people to the 3 million dimension.
I mean, you can Shine spike them. It's just not going to be.
Yeah.
Like Falco Shine, I think would actually be better in Ultimate.
I agree with that.
Yeah, no, that's entirely
Falco
fair.
Shine, I think, is better in Melee's environment.
I would disagree.
I think that if it had the same hitbox as Fox Shine, I'd agree with you, but it's
That's fair. That is
smaller.
kind of the equalizer.
That's the equalizer.
But yeah, Victor's Meta Knight. What?
I don't know.
I like to cook.
I don't know what's been happening for half of this match.
If you're gonna cook, no offense, I think this is a good team to cook against, and I like Meta Knight. I genuinely think that Meta Knight is an interesting counterpick
If I remember
character for
correctly,
certain matchups.
he's got a really good, like his fourth match was really safe.
Yes, it's like -6.
Like -6, front loaded.
And also, if it clanks with any move, Meta Knight gets a true.
Oh,
Because
it just
he's
forward smash and
actionable
forward smash?
immediately.
Just forward smash.
No, it's forward smash infinite.
In-
Not infinite. Normal dimensional cape.
I feel like at this point they need to rework Meta Knight down B, and it's called Infinite Dimensional Cape.
You just hold it and you stay in that forever.
I mean, no, it's not like Infinite Dimensional Cape is such a cooler name than just Dimensional Cape to me.
Infinite dimensional cape, but you take bubble damage. That's true.
Ooh, that's good.
I think it might need to be accelerated, but I like that.
And you die at like
100.
100?
100. How
That's fair.
150.
100. If you go into it at like over 100, you get like 30%, and then you die.
Okay.
But like if you're under 100 and get to 100, you die.
I'm gonna go get a chair.
Okay.
Probably a good idea. 'Cause, like, here's my thing. I'm still thinking about the top tiers. I think Bayonetta has the best kit, but is held back by their game the most.
Yeah, well, we're obviously not doing 2 stocks for Bayonetta. Like, that would just be dumb, because then we need 5 stocks for Pika, and that is a war crime.
Oh
Yeah.
lord.
Yeah.
That would be horrible.
But I think that, like, Bayonetta has the same thing as Pika, where you kill off of 1 hit, but not nearly as easily.
Most of these characters do, is
Yeah.
the thing.
Yeah, but I think Bayonetta is more notorious for it. Like,
Probably.
Bayonetta has more ways to kill you off of 1 hit than Fox,
I think my concern is thinking like out of these top tiers, like I think Bayonetta is going to try and afterburner kick you and then get stuffed out. Like,
Smash 4 ABK was so big.
okay, fair enough. I haven't seen Smash 4 in forever.
That's on my phone. I'm gonna pull it up real quick. You guys.
Okay.
breaking one of the rules. Where's the rule?
No,
It's not a rule.
it
Is
used
a
to
rule?
be.
You removed the Smash 4. Who removed the Smash 4 rule?
I revised this eventually because it got real messy. Okay.
So now that you mention it, I think there's an argument that Bayo could be the worst of the 4, simply because like Fox has Shine.
I think, in my opinion, 64 Pika, Brawl Meta Knight, and Fox are kind of interchangeable in my mind. Bayonetta is the worst out.
Bayonetta.
She's really good, but her good is the good that you would expect from like an ultimate top, but better.
Oh, I just looked at hitbox. Oh!
Oh, okay.
Oh!
That's huge.
Bobby, can you put this on screen? You
You can send it to the broadcast channel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
broadcast.
broadcast account probably.
Yeah, we're on broadcast.
Give this like a 10-second fade in.
Just really let it sink in what we're looking at here.
Let me get ultimate
That's the wrong one.
ABK for example.
Yeah, I can pull that up too.
That's gonna be like a quarter of the
What are they doing?
What?
You guys will see this.
I think that
Alright,
like
my guess is Ganon.
Oh.
No, it's definitely a hero. What?
PT! PT!
let's
go, Corey!
what are y'all playing in Pokemon TCG Pocket?
Celebi.
Woo!
I love Celebi.
Is there anything in the new
Celebi
set that you're
sisters.
looking to play, or?
No, I don't know the meta.
I mean, I think that it's up in the air right now. Like I've been working on like a Dialga DX Melmetal list.
I think Steel is gonna be very good.
I think like Dialga EX is crazy.
Or, sorry. Metal is gonna be very good.
Metal type.
You know,
Wait, that's almost the same, actually.
Okay.
Maybe this character is still busted.
she is, but she's a high tier now. The PT Ditto is not something you see every day, but Arctic has been playing PT a reasonable amount and beating some of our other players on it.
I
So,
think it's really funny to whip out somebody's actual character against them.
oh, you want to go, mother trucker?
This is some 2019 Smash.
This is like Tweak versus Quid.
This was before the eclipse.
Bro, do you guys remember Tweak versus Leffen?
Oh my goodness!
Do you guys remember Leffen versus Salem?
Do you remember Leffen in this?
Do you remember
game?
Salem?
Dude, Leffen versus Salem still might be my favorite Ultimate set.
I haven't thought about Salem since years of research.
Leo Tweak though. Leo Tweak when it was.
I watched that live.
That was such a good. Because that was like where Game 4 Leo was like canonical at
Yeah.
that moment.
Looking back on it, though, I cannot take that gameplay seriously.
You guys see this.
Yes, I see.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That's into
Ruh-roh.
Oh no.
I'm gonna go make sure the game's still running out there.
Yep.
this.
If we make sure you mess with the joystick so it doesn't. Unplug and replug this.
Still going? Us.
What about earbuds?
Like I think we were talking about it. Like cheap IEMs are like incredibly competitive. Yeah, for no reason. Kind of peak.
You're not cheap.
No, like
Yeah.
these were like 20.
Oh,
They were
dang.
great.
Anyways, getting back into things.
Roy, he's our boy.
Speaking of 2019 Smash,
We need to stop talking
Goblin
about
in the
2019
lobby.
Smash before we get to 2020 Smash.
What's 2020 Smash?
things peaked if you ignored all the bad stuff. Like, if all you remember is Quarantine Series, it was a great time.
Online.
It was so funny.
That was peak in the same way going back to like watching.
Dude, you guys remember Wi-Fi Warrior Rank? Dude, Wi-Fi Warrior Rank 7 got announced in like 2022 with the slogan, "We're as happy about this as you are." And then the season was 2 years long.
Who was that one player? I want to say. Who was the best player in the Wi-Fi Warrior rank who ended up also being very good?
Edie.
Right.
Edie's incredible. If he wasn't a child and could go to things, he would be ranked so high.
What does DD play again?
Steve, PT, Pac-Man.
Right. I wish there were more Pac-Man.
Don't know.
I wish there were more PT players.
PT also. Well, we had 2 earlier. That's such a good up smash.
Real good.
Top 5 up smash in the game.
Fair. Do you guys know about how the game just lies about Charizard up tilt being invulnerable?
Yep, the wings are not intangible.
Yeah, it's really funny.
Makes me think of a Melee Game & Watch up smash, where his head's supposed to be intangible, but his nose isn't.
And then DK's tie hitbox.
The difference is DK's a good character.
I mean, he's
A lot better than Game & Watch. That shouldn't have killed.
No, that was
Why-
a horrible DI.
I know it's town, but still.
Burger King!
Well, speaking of town, yeah.
Yeah, that should kill.
Alright, Charizard back throw back air at 30.
Oh, it's time.
It's time.
Hit one move, jab him once, and then run away and switch to Charizard.
No, you're not supposed to win neutral anymore.
Okay,
Well, it's time.
Okay,
We've entered the zone.
now it's
Oh, it's FD now.
They call it Final Destination because this is where you die.
The stage would be so good if the walls weren't so close.
yeah.
I love the platform.
I wish
like- I love variable platforms.
Yeah,
Like,
it's the only dynamic stage left in this game.
which is so sad. Like, as much as like Melee's stage list is just a bunch of like triplats and then Pokemon Stadium and then FD. Like every triplat functions differently in that game. I love why is Fountain of Dreams still banned?
Because
if you're multiple Ices players, you should just stop playing the game.
Single Wario also causes frame drops.
I don't care.
we're ultimate players. We can't handle a pitch.
True,
We banned the
Wario.
stage because Palutena players didn't know how to use their up B.
Which stage?
You know the Pokemon League.
Right.
Yeah, I'm still
I
sad
miss
about
you,
that.
I also miss Yoshi's and Lilac.
Ultimate players would have banned Melee Battlefield in like 2007.
They would have banned Melee Battlefield. They
They
would have
would've
banned
banned all
FOD.
Battlefield.
Their only stages that they would have legal are like
Fountain of Dreams.
no.
That's the best stage for maybe FD.
Maybe that's a counter pick at this rate.
Yeah.
Poke floats would at least.
Okay,
Okay, here's my concept.
the game is over.
What if we brought one of the players in and we asked them about the top tier
Yes.
ranking?
We'll be back for a quick interview.
Did we win?
Yeah, because
We only had 3 left. Wow.
Yeah.
We won game 1?
Yeah.
Wow. I missed a lot. Thank you for coming, chat.
Thank you so much for coming. We will have an interview in just a second.
As every time Bayo is mentioned, you just cut to it and cut back for a split second.
Didn't we realize that's just like how Afterburner Kick looks?
Yeah.
Don't play Melee after this.
I could.
Oh yeah.
I
I promised Livia to play Melee.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm done. I left my controller, so I'll have to steal a little bit. Oh, swag. Do it. We could do it vocally. Also, we were unmuted for that, by the way.
Oh yeah, we are unmuted. Aren't
Yeah, we're gonna play Melee after this.
After this.
All right, hi. We are here with Victor Arctic. How you doing, man?
Victor Arctic.
What? I mixed up names.
Hey, Corey.
Cut it right now. I'm so sorry.
Hi guys, I'm now Victor.
I'm so sorry.
Good to meet you, Victor.
Nice to meet you. Now, y'all just took a very impressive game. How are you feeling after that?
I feel good. I finally got to use a secondary in an actual match.
I mean, yeah, that's how it is. So, what, was the PT just to do the PT Ditto, or?
I've been working on it a lot, and I wanted to play PT, and we seen they had a Pokemon trainer, so they were like, "Hey, go do the Ditto."
Listen,
just so I can have the type advantage, you know.
Y'all were messing around a little bit, but we were messing around too. And now we have a very important question to ask. So, over the history of Smash, there have been a number of very good top tier. 64 Pikachu, Melee Fox, Brawl Meta Knight, and Smash 4 Bayonetta. Who do you think is the best out of those four if they were all added to Ultimate in a Fighter's Pass?
With their in-game mechanics.
With their in-game mechanics, Pikachu doesn't get a side beam.
But Pikachu also has the same hit stun, and you can't DI their moves.
Yeah.
So Fox and Pika are out of the question.
I know! Pika's like...
I think, genuinely, it's either Bayonetta or Steve.
Bayonetta or Steve, okay.
So, here's the thing. Pikachu has crazy hit stun. You can't DI their moves. Their up
Yeah, but we have
frame 1 invincible for
Kazuya in the
20
game.
frames.
Frame 1 invul 20 frames. And it's quick attack.
Yeah, but like in the context of the game, I think Pikachu and Fox are not nearly as strong as Meta Knight or Bayonetta would be. Because Bayonetta has like true 0 to death like constantly.
Yeah, but she's
So
Smash...
Pika.
But she's also a Smash 4 character. So she's incredibly slow. She's very not really capable of playing the game.
But I think Steve, just because Steve is probably the easiest out of all of them to just pick up, and Steve is already problematic in Ultimate.
That's the problem. Like, Steve is... What happens when Steve has to compete with people who kill him off of one hit?
They just don't get the hit.
I mean, yeah, this is you're using Kazuya.
He puts a block up.
You're using
and
Kazuya as a
their
basis.
thing.
You're using
Listen.
Kazuya as a basis here when these
but-
characters have like actual mobility.
So Meta Knight, if Steve built a block like this, right, a wall, Meta Knight would have to do this, and then Steve wins.
This
man does not know
about Tornado.
Does he though? I don't think Steve wins from that situation.
Steve wins if you're above him. It's just Steve.
Yeah, but Knight can just go under the stage and then tornado you from the other
What
side.
happens when Pikachu teleports behind you?
Invincibly!
I think Steve character ever.
I don't think it's Steve. I think Steve has high potential here, but I don't think Steve is in contention.
I think Steve deserves to be banned, and none of the other characters do.
All right, cut the stream. We're not doing this anymore. Cut it. Cut the mics.
Ban Meta Knight in this game.
What are you doing?
Okay, actually.
I hate Meta Knight.
All right, thank you so